Oh my God, you guys come and sit down and shut the door. Remember we did a blind item? Well, not even a blind item. Remember yesterday we were looking at Cassie's BFF, the songwriter Vanessa Red, going in on Diddy. And a lot of people are saying, yo, it sounds like she about to sue Diddy. And it sounds like they're gearing up for a class action. From her wording, she said it wasn't just Diddy. The whole record industry is complicit. And a lot of blind items were like, yo, the reason why everybody been so on mute, everybody on mute, whenever this is brought up, is because they were participating, not in the white fingernail freak-offs, but to a certain point, a lot of people said that if you became famous, rich, or in that, they thought that all that was like the spoils of war, right? Who hasn't done that? Look at like Cameron and Macy's. Isn't he supposed to be a preacher giggling about what they did and how they did A, B, and C? Y'all, well, guess what? A blind item has been revealed. I'm going to read the blind item. But baby, this is what, now here's the thing with blind items. You don't know if it's true or not. Could be people talking about, who knows, right? However, it is coming from Crazydays and Nights. And if you know Crazydays and Nights, they're kind of like the blind item gold standard. Baby, they reveal, they print names, they don't get sued, and very rarely do they ever issue retractions. At the end of the day, Crazydays and Nights is on some I said what I said. Crazydays and Nights also were the first people to ring the bell for what was going on with Weinstein, to ring the bell for what was going on at right? I'm speaking in code because you know YouTube. Anyway, y'all, you know I found that blind item. Let's get into this. But just to give you a little teaser, baby, this blind item is sad, but it's also really good. And it lets you know why everybody in the record industry is just sitting there quiet, hoping this goes away. Because if it is brought to pass, baby, already, roll call on who's involved. Irv Gotti, Ray J, Diddy, of course, because anytime there's literally any single time there is something going on, we might as well just say they Diddy bopping. Diddy succeeded in becoming a cultural lexicon. The Diddy bop, right? They said Irv Gotti, Ray J, Diddy. It also has J-Lo in it. It has Aaliyah, yes, rest in peace. And it has Nelly's girl, Ashanti. Woo! They said they boo-booed, sold, and blacklisted Ashanti when she was only, can you guess? And baby, they got details. You know I'm going to go into it, but I like the dramatic lead up. Can you guess when she was, y'all look at the screen, years old? When she was, listen, 16 candles couldn't even been played because she wasn't old enough to have them on her cake. Y'all, let's get into this, okay? Y'all want the music? Maestro, let's go. Okay, ready? But this is actually it's a deep one. So trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning. Okay, where are we? In the wake of the death of Aaliyah, certain record producers were looking for someone else who could step into her shoes in more ways than one. As I told you before, Aaliyah was blankfully boo-boozed as a minor by several producers and was treated like a piece of meat to be bought and sold by different moguls up to the time she passed away. Now, I do want to say already from the bat, we already know Aaliyah's legacy. We already know what was on and popping. We already know what happened with her and R. Kelly. It is something that the music industry should be very ashamed of, but they were fine with it. As a matter of fact, they tried to glorify it. A couple of years after she passed away, a fairly large record producer started making some calls about a singer he had working out of his studio. She was years old and eager, right? And soon, different label heads were scouting her. When they heard her voice, And then and then saw how she looked. They started scouting her even harder. Now, it is rumored that, of course, the singer is, see, my days are cold without you. But I'm hurt, right? The woman that launched J-Lo's career, right? J-Lo is the epitome of fake it till you make it. I'm just saying. And even when you make it, baby, believe in yourself. You ain't fake it. Anyway, so that's Ashanti. They're saying that a fairly large record producer who started making the calls, that is rumored to be Irv Gotti. Okay. She was sleeping with one of the producers, the one who made the initial calls. Now, we do know that Irv Gotti went on a ick tour, where he was like talking about Ashanti and how he had her. It was just giving the ick. Lonely loser, old man, baby, go for a walk and burn off that insulin around your middle. Anyway, right? Soon they said she was sleeping with one of the producers, the one who made the initial calls. Soon she was sold to this pseudo blank star celebrity sibling. That's supposed to be Ray J. They said he loves controlling vulnerable women. It's his specialty. Are they calling Ray J a, I don't know what you heard about me, but I'm a PIM. Is that what they're trying to call him? Because that's what it sounds like. I mean, his first bottom B became a billionaire. So I don't know. Call him a king, a queen maker. Anyway, right? Anyway, the P star started controlling the career of the singer. He brought her to the attention of this A-list at the time rapper mogul, and he signed her to a deal. By the time all the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal. That didn't stop the mogul. He liked, right? It didn't stop the mogul. Ooh, it didn't stop the mogul. He actually liked. He liked the sample, the new talent. I don't know why this sounded so salacious. I was like, is YouTube going to demonetize me? I don't know. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis. He also was involved with a current A-list singer who was in his face every day. So that's J-Lo. So they're trying to say that Diddy, Ray J passed her off to Diddy, right? Actually sold her, maybe contract, to Diddy. Diddy took over. He liked to sample new artists, and he was sampling her all the time. He also, this was around the time that he was with J-Lo. Y'all know I'm going to go Google pictures and see if I can find pictures of Ashanti wearing white nail polish while Diddy was with, hold on, I got to check right now. Let me check. All right, that search was taking too long. I was trying to find a picture from the J-Lo Ashanti Diddy era where she had white fingernails, but I don't know. I couldn't really find it. It was white. I couldn't really find it. Now, once I make this video, you know I'm going to search some more. So if I find it, I'll put it on the screen. Okay. Now, back to the blind item. It's still not over. Our brand new signee did fairly well. Her first record sold a decent number of copies, and she had some quality singles. The thing is, though, that P-star in charge of her career was feuding with the mogul and told the mogul he would not be allowed to hook up with the singer again. I assume he thought the mogul would think she was something special. Apparently, not as special as the current A-list star he was dating, because the new signee was dropped and word put out on the street. No record deals for her from any label. When someone ignored the edict, they were paid a visit. If the visits were ignored, then other steps were taken. This was a total lockdown of a career that lasted almost a decade. The P-star cost his client her singing career, but he didn't care because, oh my God, if this is true, oh my God. Wow. Okay, so the P-star lost his client her singing career, But he didn't care because he was with so many different women who were all earning for him that she was just a drop in the bucket. Lately, the singer has come back to the spotlight, and apparently she is now allowed to record and is starting to make a name for herself again. This is Ashanti, Irv Gotti, Ray J, Diddy, and Jennifer Lopez. So let me see if I get this straight, because it was a lot. It was a lot. So basically, Ray J, it's a legend, got in a feud with Diddy. Okay. He tried to hurt Diddy and been like, well, guess what? You can't hit that anymore. As if Ashanti wasn't even human. Diddy was like, whatever, I got J-Lo. You think I'm worried about this? Plus, they were all using Ashanti to launch J-Lo's career. If the blind items about J-Lo not really singing her tracks are true. I don't know. Maybe she is singing. I wasn't in the studio. So he literally said, well, guess what? You can't sleep with her anymore, as if he owned her. Diddy was like, whatever. But as an F you to Ray J, because Ray J said she's going to be a star, Diddy put the word out that Ashanti could not have any record deals, could not have any promotion, whatever. I do remember at one point, Ashanti was the hottest person out there. And then whoosh, it all went away. I even remember when like 90s music started coming back, I kept saying, why wouldn't Ashanti come back? Ashanti owns that whole decade. You didn't hear a word. And then because she wasn't making any money, I was like, well, wouldn't Ray J care? But the blind item answered that. He wouldn't care, because at the end of the day, he was making so much money off of so many other people. It really didn't matter to him. It was all an ego thing for Diddy, for Ray J, and because of their ego, boom. What happened? Ashanti lost her career, and now she's starting to rebuild. Thank goodness she is now, I believe, carrying Nelly's baby. They are said to be getting married next year. He worth $50 million. Ashanti is having the time of her life. But isn't it odd that this is really coming out at a time where it's putting the dots like what happened to this person, what happened to that person? I will say one thing. I would love for Little Kim and or Foxy Brown to come out and speak about what they experienced, what happened, because baby, the way Inga, that's Foxy Brown's real name, just disappeared, said F the industry is evil and never looked back. I know she's seen some things. And Little Kim, I mean, she's starting to look like we are Siamese, if you please. I think like how much mental abuse she had to endure is written all over her face. Literally, they broke her. And when you looked at Little Kim before that, she was the doll. She was the Barbie. She was the baby. And they broke her. Y'all listen. What do y'all think about this? Why is this important? Because you guys, I'm looking into a lot of other cases Diddy's doing, especially the Aaron Hall case, okay? There was a complaint filed. I know we always talk about Douglas Wigmore, but there was also a complaint filed by these two ladies' lawyer. I believe the name is Tyrone Blackburn, right? He actually filed. And it is he is just as much as a heavy hitter as Douglas. I think he's newer to the game, but baby, he is a heavy hitter. And he has actually written a complaint that if you read it right, oh no, it seems like Douglas Wigmore wasn't the only client that hadn't graduated from high school. I'm just saying, listen, y'all, I'm going to go live later on tonight. We got to talk about it. We also got to talk about Diddy's connections to this, about the way they said that people were paid to visit and that he bullied people basically into destroying Ashanti's career. We're also going to go over that Diddy and Aaron Hall lawsuit because it links in the lawsuit from attorney Tyrone Blackburn, and attorney Douglas Wigmore links in together. All I got to say is, if any of y'all got a case in California, because we all know that New York has expired, go contact one of those attorneys because they know what they're doing. Anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.